Live from inside a baked bean can. Not another podcast. Sitting across from me, recently celibate, Jordan Gasparotto.
Sorry, I was just looking in your eyes. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live, man.
All right, cool. Sorry, I'm sitting across from me is hedonist Mr. Jacobella.
Mm-hmm.
Have your eyes always been brown, or?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, just didn't really notice until now.
Yeah, it's my mother's curse.
Oh. And my, the good version of a curse, which I forget now. So, sorry, just, you're frying me. I can't just think about it.
Well, that's fine. I'll close my eyes for the rest of the podcast.
Good.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you, yeah. Sorry, let me just snap out of it. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, welcome. So especially after last week's bit of special event where we got to just dig in deep about the issues.
Yeah, like...
Endgame.
How does Captain America's ending work?
Yeah, why is his ass so good? Like, you know, all that sort of stuff.
Squats.
I don't think it was
Releases
squats.
the hormones, makes your muscle grow.
It's the fucking stimulant that he had.
That's what the guy at the gym told me.
Okay. Well, that's good. Like, I'm glad that you're talking about... Wait a second. This is interesting here. You're not Jordan.
Are you joking? Fuck.
No, that's fine. We can still use this.
All right, cool.
Sorry. Our recording was going fine earlier, so we're just going to go with it.
Sorry, Jake just opened his eyes and I'm just like in la la land.
Oh, stop it. Okay, cool. So what's new in your week, Jordan Gasparotto?
Nothing much. This week has just been trying to regain my fluids from last week.
Okay, yeah. So,
just, a lot of Gatorade, a lot of water.
Yeah, I read your review on Facebook, actually.
Yeah.
You said not a dry seat was left in the theaters when watching Endgame.
Well, yeah, because, I was in the cinema and a lot of people like, ooh.
Yeah?
Yeah, and different kind of wet, mate.
Oh, I thought you meant like tears. There were enough tears just like wetting the seats.
There were liquids expelled. Most of it's stickier than most. I can't really say what it was, but we all had fun.
And how many times have you watched it now?
Once.
Oh, me too. Yeah. My housemate's watched it twice. He went and watched it alone, and he said he cried more the second time.
Yeah, well.
And then that was you
can't see this, but it's just, how many did you watch?
That was really impressive. I just thought, Sorry, that's playback from Jesus. Our heresy episode.
That's a good damn episode.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Very sacrilegious, if you're about.
We've been excommunicated from the Catholic Church.
Yeah, we are.
It's like John Wick. Cardinal Pell comes in. He's like, "Oh no, they sent you."
Did you just blow him? Is that what that was?
I'm not a child, so no, I didn't.
Okay, so
I fought him hand to hand.
Well, you have boyish looks though. Let's be real.
Do.
You may have a beard, but you look like
Shut the fuck up. He doesn't know. Shut the fuck up.
You look like what's his name from Little Rascals?
Yes, I know exactly.
The little one, not the
not Alfalfa.
not Alfalfa, his best friend. Yeah.
Butch,
I don't know.
Buck. No.
Listen here, Butch. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, that's what he looks like. He looks like that guy without the hat, the brimless hat that he has.
Yeah, that's just one step away. I'm not even wearing.
Have you seen him now? I watched a video recently. He's bald.
He's right here,
and he's got a beard. And if you just go bald, you'd have the exact same.
Yeah, but then I look like a uncircumcised penis.
Is that what the tip of your head looks like? A bit of an uncircumcised?
I don't know. I've never
penis?
gone bald.
Yeah,
because I'm not a super villain.
I wonder what's going on up there. I'd
like to
get
the light bulb.
You can do that.
I'm a victim of circumstance.
And like most people and this is where I end the podcast.
Yeah, that's it. These guys are just talk. These guys are making this up right now. They have nothing planned.
We're not an educational podcast, so if you there in uni listening,
I think we're very educational.
Oh, really?
Did you hear the amount of evidence-based facts that I had last week about the snake Wade Robinson?
Oh yeah, I like snakes. That's
no,
ignorant.
Come on, man. He's a snake. He's not a snake charmer. I'm sorry.
Michael Jackson.
I'll stop on the Michael Jackson stuff. But yeah, Jordan, tell me more about your week. You've done stuff.
Have I? I've just been regaining fluids, just writing for the podcast.
Writing for the podcast.
Yeah. And you will.
What is this writing thing?
Oh, I sit down at work. I sort of just get a little notepad and
What do you do?
I write jokes.
Oh, you write jokes.
Yeah,
sick.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Fuck, I didn't write the punchline. Sorry.
Yeah, you just wrote the knock.
I'm like J.J. Abrams. I write the intro, and then I just let someone else write.
Actually, have you got anything written down right now?
It's all up here, babe.
I need you to bring it in. I want to try and decipher what you're writing, and we'll try and.
We
come
need
up
a
with
Rosetta
something.
Stone, and Rosetta's now back in Israel, so
We need to convert it because it kind of looks Hebrew, but it isn't. It's also English. It's like he's using the Hebrew letters, but pronouncing what they look like in English.
he's using like a dead form of Samaritan.
Yeah. What's this backwards J? I don't know. I don't quite understand what this. It's a backwards capital J, but still with a.
I don't do backwards letters. Fuck you. Jeez, I'm dyslexic, but I'm not gonna say the R word, but you know exactly what I'm thinking of.
You've said it.
No, I have not.
Retarded.
What?
What?
It's like great. It's one of those episodes. Well, they didn't write anything. They blew all the loads in Endgame, and now we're just there.
Well, like, you know, we've done things this week. You said you're getting to the end of Gotham.
Yes, the end of Gotham. That's
Season 1 at least.
Season 1.
How long are those seasons?
Quite long.
Why?
It's the American.
So fucking stupid.
That's the thing. Like English ones are usually 6 episodes. The Americans always do more quantity over quality, so it's like 20 episodes.
Dude, so not needed.
Yeah.
Like, it kills me inside.
Yeah, but I dig Gotham now. Like you need. It's a show you can't watch week to week. It's a show you have to. It's like some shows are binge worthy.
Yeah. But then again, like, it just gets fucking rinsed and repeated so often as well. I'm like, okay, he's gonna get hated on by the fucking chief of police, and now he solves it, so now he's in the good books again.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like that constantly. It's like, we fucking get it. He's shaking things up a bit. We get it. Like, you've already established that like 15 times in the last 14 episodes. How you did that, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the one complaint I have heard about Gotham after season 2. It's like, we've seen this.
Yeah, why are you still angry at him? He's fixing it.
Yeah, make it.
He looks at the mayor. He's like, "You're a piece of shit," and he's like, the mayor's like, "Yeah, I know, but
I was in a good place."
You said also that shit, I forgot.
Test results come back.
No, we didn't even get to talk about Game of Thrones.
From
The Night Vision episode.
Night Vision episode, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're into Game of Thrones?
Yeah, of course. Right. This is the weekly update. And the only thing, I think yesterday I woke up and Finn said to me, she was like, "Is it Monday yet?" We just want to fucking watch it. We want to see what happens in the next episode. The trailer makes it look like it's the most boring episode.
It's lit. I know who it is, Cersei.
It's daytime?
You're on. Danny, I know you.
Yeah. But it looks like it's a boring episode.
Apparently episode 5 is like where like Emilia Clarke plays Daenerys. She said like episode 5 is like where the shit's at. So
that's
it's going to be
bullshit
another 4.
when you have fucking 6 episodes.
It's going to be another, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Come here."
Okay, but like, look, Daenerys is going to have some sort of respect, I believe, from the people.
Yeah.
Arya Stark is like, wow.
Yeah,
like, what's going to happen there? Like, I'd love to see how everyone reacts to Arya being the savior of everything, of the whole Battle of Winterfell.
It was a real good, like, what do you say, swerve? Would that be the right? Because everyone's like, all right, the evidence is for Jon, for Jon, Dany, or Jaime, and it's sort of just like, nope, it's just Arya, which I personally don't mind.
You dig it.
I dig it.
You dig it. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I personally dig it. I think the books were going to be I don't think Arya is going to be the one who does it in the books.
Yep.
But I'm more than happy with it. Girl power. Boom.
Oh, so you think even though that was written, the books are going to be different?
Yeah. I feel like they've changed it enough, so yeah, I feel like Arya isn't going to be the person to do it. I'm sure there's theories out there where it's like, no, Arya kills the Night King, but I seriously think I want to be Jaime so badly. Like, I'm in that camp.
Jaime?
So, yeah.
He was too busy protecting his fucking love.
Brienne of Tarth?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know. But, like, yeah, I don't know how it's going to end. The books end will probably I'll probably have grandchildren when it comes out, and it's like, Winter. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. But, yeah, not much else happened in the episode. Like, it was very, like...
You thought Grey Worm was going to die.
I thought he did. Like, I couldn't see shit. I'm not making this as a meme. Like, my TV's crap, and it's just dark, and it's like Dany and Jon are in the clouds. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
Are you watching it on Foxtel?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. apparently a lot of people that were watching it on Foxtel, it was really shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was all blocky, and like the way it was encoded wasn't correctly.
Yeah,
There was like a whole rumor thing about the whole thing.
Yeah, like I was telling people who hadn't seen it, like download or watch it on your iPad, because apparently that was the way to watch it.
Well, I watched it on Foxtel now.
Yeah?
Streaming it, and it was fine.
Yeah, so it's just my TV.
No, I don't think it was your TV. I think it was the actual Foxtel box.
Okay, well,
I mean, you
Foxtel.
probably haven't had problems watching Dark Knight or anything like that on your TV.
Because that's blue. Why would I watch Dark Knight on my TV? I got a fucking Blu-ray player and a nice monitor. Come on, man. Yeah.
What's your monitor?
That's a Samsung.
Yeah, but what is it?
I forget,
what's its specs?
I don't know. I forget what the specs are. I bought it a couple of years ago, so it's probably trash now. But you know.
Well, yeah. Well,
and people are like,
don't say that then.
I'm going
Don't
to.
say that then, man.
You want to go?
Don't say that if it's a trash monitor. Don't say it's the best.
It's good to me.
Okay, cool.
Right.
I've had that TV for a very long time, and it's still really good.
I was there when
1080i.
when we bought it.
Oh yeah. Did we carry it home?
I remember a car, so either she maybe drove us or
Yeah, that's good. Good times. Yeah, I was just talking about how good that TV is.
It's a good TV.
Yeah.
Remember how I said? I'm like, that's a good
1080i.
TV. And we practiced all the Blu-rays on it. And
Yeah, we did. We just had to have a good look at them, you know?
Look at them, you know?
Well, that's the end of everything we know.
Not much happened.
Well, look, the battle happened. People died. Not many people died. Not too many people that were important died.
So I lost one. Like, I am on my Deadpool from last week.
Who is it?
Grey Worm, Theon, and Jorah were on my definite list, so I don't get the money.
So Jorah definitely died in a, what I could say as, if you ever play any sort of MMORPG, the tank of a fucking game.
Yeah.
Look at all the damage he was taking while Daenerys was like, yeah, just stabbing with that stuff. I'm happy she picked up a sword.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Because I was thinking, like, that's what my sister was saying. She's like, has she been trained?
She's not combat trained.
There's no...
No, she just used Jorah as armor the whole time. But yes, shouts out to Melisandre for lighting up the unseeable episode.
On fire, thank God. How hard was it just to have a full moon in the background? Just a little bit of light. Just a little bit.
I think it was because it was almost morning.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like hours.
It makes sense, but you could easily just change that a little bit.
So when Melisandre first showed up in the episode, and she said, "Get all your men to hold up their swords," and then she lit them all on fire. I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be an awesome battle. This makes so much sense." But holy shit, there was just an ungodly amount of the whites.
Yeah.
Just like flowing like water. Like they were stacked 3 high sometimes, just like getting pushed.
Yeah, it was like not Daisy.
World War Z.
World War Z.
Yeah, I like World War Z sort of zombies, like when they pile on like ants and stuff like that.
I was watching it with my mum, and she's like, it's the part where the trench and it's on fire, and she's like, why don't they just put water on it? It's like, Mum, the whole point is like they're so dispensable. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you climb over.
Yeah.
Like if you just have zombies, just
bring in water. This is not Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah,
but that's funny. That was really smart.
Yeah, like same as last week with the George Martin thing. It's like the second I heard that, I'm like, this isn't going to be a major episode. Probably maybe two-parter, if anything. Anytime more, it's the end game. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Throne is the main prize.
Yep.
There you go. That's what everyone wants to see.
So you don't think there's any twist? You think the Night King is done?
Yeah. I think they're saving him for, like, you know how they do in the prequel series, which is the first long night? Yeah. I feel like they won't disclose much about him anymore, so he just gets defeated.
Okay. Why
people would be interested in that particular story, I don't know. I've always said it, but we'll see. You know, it's HBO.
Yep. Cool. I messaged my mum about it. She's on top of it. Yeah. She's I think she had issues with the brightness.
She did?
No, she didn't. So, and I think she would be streaming it as well, like I am.
Yeah.
So,
well, I got direct live from wherever. You know.
So I think that was the only one that fucked up. I think.
Yeah. So
not like my friend from work. She her boyfriend downloaded it twice, in 2 weeks and had no audio. Like they downloaded the version with no audio for some reason.
There's a version no audio?
Yeah, I don't like. Obviously, like it wasn't with no audio, but like whatever player they were using didn't have it, and so they had to like delay it every time. But I think they fixed it up now.
That's 2 strikes. Yeah. One more time, I'm leaving you.
I think
I can go to Jake's house. He has no problem streaming.
He pays for it like a good boy. Yeah. Sweet. I think that is the end of our weekly catch-up.
There's nothing really that... Ari is the only moment, really, that is talk
Yeah,
talking
the swap hand. Like, I loved that there was foreshadowing for her, like, drop hand part, like where she drops it from her left hand to her right hand and stabs. Like, that was what she did to Brienne.
Was that from something? Like, I distinctly remember there's something in a popular movie where it's like, and they grab it and they stab him.
It was. I'm pretty sure it was in Star Wars, dude.
I'm thinking Star Wars. Yeah,
Daisy Ridley did it.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
So, take that, Arya Stark. Maybe you don't have the Force. No, but her whole, like, thing when she was fighting with the spear, she was fucking killing it.
Yeah.
Like, when has she ever had to fight multiple people like that, or multiple zombies like that ever?
Or not multiple zombies,
but she was able to, like, keep up and just fucking nail them.
Yeah, because of all of her training.
Until the head knock, though. Oh my god.
Yeah, I love it. Actually,
that head knock. I was like, oh my god, she's fucked.
One talking moment is like Hound's like, nope, fuck out of it. Arya's in trouble, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love that.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was good.
So, what do you think Bran was doing in that whole time?
Probably just going back in the past, and he's like, I had legs.
Okay.
I don't know. He did fuck all, really.
Have you seen the memes for it?
Yeah.
Like him watching Endgame. He's like, Endgame came out. I'll be right back. Gone for like a couple hours.
My favorite one is Uber driver doesn't speak during the whole ride, and it's Bran saying, "You're a good man, me. You're a good man."
Yeah, good memes. Good memes. All right, Jordan. Well, you know what it's time for.
It's a boy.
It's ads.
Okay. It's time for ads.
I thought you were doing Yoda or Scarface.
What?
It sounds like you were doing Scarface.
That's just how I talk sometimes.
Oh, really?
That's just...
Okay. So say your night, bad guy. Okay. So say your night to the bad guy. Email I have from one people. It's for some yoga instructor or something.
Sorry, I don't know.
Yoga
why I went...
instructor. All right.
Yeah, it's a yoga instructor here. Once again, they emailed us at NAPODPOD. So that's not another podcast. It's actually spelled NAPODPOD. The email is in our description.
Why do you make it so difficult?
At gmail.com.
It's NAPP, whatever it is.
NAPOD.
NAPOD.
It's so easy.
Podcast.
Anyway, they emailed us in and they'd like us to shout out their yoga. I think it's like a yoga place. What do you call that? Like a gym?
A gaim.
A gaim. It's a yoga gaim.
Yoga gaim.
And I'll play them in.
Dear Diary.
Sorry, wrong one. That's it.
Oh yeah! Welcome to my own game. This is yoga with Randy Savage. Nice to meet you, man. How are you?
How you doing?
There you go. You're my first student.
Yes.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch.
Yep.
Breathe in.
Okay, you're just inhaling.
Feel that, brother?
Why are you just inhaling? Do you ever
Because it
exhale?
gives me a high, brother.
Do you ever exhale?
Don't question the leader.
I can't just breathe in.
We're gonna go into tabletop.
Okay, yep.
All right, you know what that is?
I'm on top of the table.
No, brother. You're on the top of the table?
Yeah.
So stretch a little bit, and I climb this turnbuckle.
Okay, what are you doing up there?
Gonna do an elbow drop.
Oh, shit. Okay,
1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding.
You just lost.
What the fuck was that?
What?
Did you just lose the Intercontinental title? I dropped it to you, man. Longest streak ever, and I gave it to you, and you fucked it.
So I've been going to a physio lately, and I'm gonna have to say that was probably the best thing that's ever happened to my back.
You're welcome, brother.
Hey, get out of here, yo.
Get out of here.
Aren't you dead?
What are you doing, Randy Savage?
And it's just Randy Savage, like Melisandre, walk in the distance and
Yeah.
falling
fade
apart.
My work here is done.
Wow, that was great.
Something.
I'm glad they paid. Oh wait, where's the money? It faded away.
Leprechaun gold.
Fuck, they got us good.
God damn it.
All right, no one go to this yoga instructor place. I'm gonna tell you where not to go. The street address is 5 Bridge Street, Sydney.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Feel sorry for the people who live in Bridge Street.
Bridge Street in
here
number
for-
5.
I'm here for
Don't
the-
worry, it's a big building.
I'm here for the yoga instructor.
I think
Why
there's
do you have, like,
I
wrestling
think there's a Bupa
memorabilia?
Optical there. I think that's why I
Oh, is
remember
it?
that. Yeah.
Bupa Optical.
But don't go there, guys, because
He's
they
not bulk billed.
No, they bulk bill. It
For
has
Randy
to be under.
Savage?
It has to be under your extras though.
Oh.
Yeah.
So.
Extras for optical.
Great episode.
Yeah, learning everything.
Learning
All
everything.
right, let's see what I've got written down in my broadcast notes.
Broadcast.
It says Michael Jackson new angle. Oh no, that's from last week. Okay, now it's time for headlines.
Ooh.
And
Wow.
we'll start off with quite a low. We'll start off on the lowest of low. I feel really
news.
bad. It's the breaking news of the day. At age 74, Peter Mayhew, the actor within the side, within side of
The giant
the Chewbacca that we all know and love. Jordan's phone case is a Chewbacca case.
with alopecia.
Jordan wants to one day have a dog in Peter Mayhew's name, call it Mayhew. Well, you wanted to call it Chewy?
Chewy.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to call it Baka. You know, just, what?
Baka. Okay.
His name's Baka.
Just give it to a Kiwi couple. Baka. Get here now.
But yes, rest in peace, you tall man.
You giant walking carpet.
May God be
Oh God.
forever by your side.
No, he just
That's to all the Wookiees out there as well.
he didn't die. He just went back to his princess.
I don't know what that means.
Carrie Fisher died, so he's gone to protect Carrie Fisher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did he ever protect her though?
Pretty much in no, the movies actually. I was
Yeah.
reading the book.
There you go.
Fuck, I
That's
forgot.
why I just wanted to throw you under the bus for that one.
You always throw me on the
You
bus.
and your fucking expanded universe bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, reports
Expand your
were
mind.
that the last thing he said to anyone was,
It's because of the stroke.
no.
All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Wow, man.
You know.
And his flat line was like this. No, I won't do it. I'm sorry. It's way too soon for this.
Don't
Rest
do
in
it,
peace, you
man. A man
beautiful Ewok.
died. Come on. Be a little bit more subtle. Don't be so crass.
Rest in peace, you tall Ewok.
It's all Ewok, bro.
All right, what else do we have on the news? Let's see if we can bring it up a bit.
All right, we'll bring it up with something. Okay. Avengers
Yep.
Endgame, just because we haven't talked about that,
Yep.
crossed $1 billion opening weekend. And Jake's making a face, but fuck you. It's going to beat Avatar, and I hate Avatar, so suck it.
So do you really hate Avatar?
I don't hate it. I just hate that it's like the most highest grossing film,
It was a stepping stone to like better.
Yeah, but now like James
Better
Cameron's
visuals.
like, I can do anything I want, and it's going to be
And you know what is anything you want is?
a lead up battle
Just
angel.
wait fucking 15 million years for a sequel.
Yeah.
Piece of
how we go.
shit.
So hopefully it beats it. And
We know it will because it is an amazing film. It's a great flick. We've spoken about it before, so we're not going to double
No.
over it again.
No.
But let's talk about Avatar.
Alright.
Let's talk about the actual standing number one most made money in the whole entire world.
$2.1 billion.
$2.1 billion. Not only that, but I think it was the first time I ever watched a 3D movie with the new 3D thing, not the red and blue
Yeah.
thing. So I remember going to see Spy Kids 3D and watching that in the red and blue. That was probably the last.
I had to watch that with my
One.
cousin, like little baby cousin on a shit TV, and be like, this is designed like.
Actually, I liked it. I really liked it.
I don't like on TV, but-
But yeah, so let's talk about it because it was groundbreaking. It was good when I watched it. There was all this great, there was just so much depth to the world that they were in. It didn't seem there were that many flaws. They were all connected to the world. That made sense.
Yeah.
They connect to these flying beasts. It gives them that power. All that sort of stuff. It was great. It takes from a lot of other things in history, but because it was out in space, changed everything else. And good on James Cameron for sticking by it and just going for that Ferngully approach or that Pocahontas approach or that what's that other thing that I'm waiting for? It stole from Running with the Wolves as well.
Right in the Wolves.
So it did take all from those things, but I think it was still good, and I watched it and have watched it many times after that as well.
Oh, really? Like
I feel like it laid down. It's like this is what Blu-ray means. You know, this like it came around the same time.
Yeah,
I was like, this is it.
But it's also like it was a very like it started back the 3D craze, which I'm like when I was like younger, I'm like, oh, 3D, this is cool. But like when movies are 3D, most of the time it's just like extra ticket sales. You know what I mean? Like if you were to, it just seemed like it was,
that was.
Yeah, it was
because it was a different sort of 3D. It wasn't pushing the whole shove in your face thing.
No,
it created depth instead.
Yeah, which is good. But I don't know. Like I don't know. You know what? Maybe I should watch it again. But
Definitely.
It's like as I got a bit older, like as I've been a bit older, I sort of got a little cynical with it. Like it's sort of,
is it the 3D that does it to you?
I don't know. Like it's sort of just like maybe because it's like spoiled for choice. You know what I mean? Like let's just say 20 years ago, you'd be like, oh, these superhero movies are shit. And now these movies are really good. It's like, yeah, but I think I may have been too, not exposed, but more like I've had so much of it now. Like it's sort of, it is groundbreaking, but it sort of seems like, yeah, okay. Like you forget about the sort of impact it has. Yeah. That makes sense. It's like Star Wars, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's sort of, you take it for granted. I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like, so coming from like, that sort of Star Wars thing when the prequels were made. Avatar was made after the prequels.
Yeah.
A few years after.
2010 maybe, I think is when it got released.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. So yes. After the prequels, yeah.
So I mean they were using a lot of 3D renderings and everything like that to help with the look of their movie. Avatar, I feel, did it right.
Yeah.
And it, so much so that I think that like the next Star Wars that was made, didn't have that, did it? It went back to practical effects and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but like the prequels had more models and stuff than the original trilogy. So people say it's just purely 3D computer generated. Also, on top of that, this is the first, like, to defend the Star Wars prequels, those were the real first time. Like, it was just more of like an experimental type film. Yeah. And Avatar did perfect it, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
They had like...
You got to get credit for that.
Yeah, you got to get credit for that. But it's sort of the whole... I don't know. Like technically it's amazing, but I just... James Cameron just like... He's just the type of guy that like you talk to him and I feel like I just dislike him because of the smugness, you know what I mean? Like it's deserved. It's deserved smugness, but it's sort of just... I created this, and it's just like, fuck you.
All right.
Like, I don't know, maybe like... I'm sure if I meet him, he'd be like, want to be in my movie? Like... Yes, Mr. Cameron.
Yeah, I'd suck his dick.
So yeah,
for that water. I went there fully prepared to suck his dick. I should have that as a joke. That'd be good.
Suck his dick.
Yeah. What's your stance on 3D now?
Complete waste of time. Like I'll give you an example. Right, I watched the first Avengers. At Burwood, like, sorry, it doesn't matter, but like their 3D, like it depends on the cinema. Like if they're willing to invest in if it's really, 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 really good 3D, okay, cool. Because one of the best 3D films I've ever seen, and I'll stand by it, is Piranha 3D. You just give me like a dead look, but like I'm serious. When I first watched that, I'm like, this is amazing 3D. It has the depth and it has the stuff coming out. It was like perfectly done.
Okay,
but most of these 3D films don't plan for 3D. It's sort of like, 3D conversion. Like you might get a few scenes sort of shot with the 3D cameras and then it looks good.
Yep.
Post 3D, it's, like I haven't gone to a 3D film.
What about when the filmed in IMAX and then they're also 3D as well?
Okay, so with IMAX, I love IMAX, okay? Obviously. But I've now gone to the point where I can work out... Like, Avengers was mostly shot in IMAX, so you can tell. So it's a light stretch. You know what I mean? It's the only way I can describe it. So, like, when you watch the movie, the aspect ratio is just a little bit thicker to accommodate for it.
Yep.
When it's, like, shot one scene, like, take The Dark Knight Rises. One scene was shot and another scene, so it's sort of like you can see
I don't know if you like that, but I like that.
At the cinema, you won't really notice, but I'm a picker where it's like, I can see it. It doesn't ruin the movie.
I can see it on my TV when I watch it.
Yeah.
And I saw it definitely when I watched it at IMAX as well.
Yeah.
Like it took up the whole screen and then went back to the letterbox.
A couple of times.
And I like that. I thought that that was a really creative way of using the screen they have. I think a lot of them were just used for establishing shots as well. And I think it was nice.
Yeah, but even sometimes, like, even in the action scene, it'd be like in the car, IMAX, and then out of the car. And I'm like, why don't you shoot out of the car and then in the car?
Do you know how expensive it is, Jordan? No, I'm joking, sorry. I'm just being, what's his name? Christopher Nolan.
That's it, Christopher Nolan?
Yeah, he sounds like this. He's like, hey, you want to be a Batman?
Why is he? I don't know who he is.
Hey, I'm Christopher Nolan.
I write fucking movies!
Hey. He just
You
says
seen
hey all the
Inception?
time.
Interstellar?
I made Inception? That's what he says.
Forgets. But yeah.
Oh, did you put that in my mind?
Did you piss in my coffee?
Why does this coffee taste like piss?
Christian Bale. Oh, you know, Chris is Chris. Chris is old school, mate. You know.
And then he comes in, I'm old school. Everything's a question, but he's actually making a statement. I'm making Batman.
Actually, that's what make Christopher Nolan laugh. I want to work with him once and be like, because he seems so like proper, and
he's like, Heath Ledger died.
Be like, crack a joke and be like, oh. Yeah. It's like, what is it? He's laughing. Christian Bale, he's laughing his fucking ass off, mate. I told him a joke about a skeleton and he didn't even fucking chuckle.
What was his skeleton joke?
I don't know. The skeleton walks into the house.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, I don't write the ends of the jokes, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, got that one from J.J. Abrams. You know, he's a very cool guy. Yeah, I don't know why he's Keith Richards.
Yeah.
Richards Stone, but
I would say the skeleton walks into the bar and he says, 1 martini, sir. And he goes, how would you like him? And he's like, dry. I don't know if that's a real thing. I just made that
real.
dry bones.
That's
dry.
good.
You can have dry martinis.
it's good. He rates the punchlines.
Okay. Moving on to our next headline. Do you have anything else, Jordan?
I have another headline.
Me too.
but
I'm going to put mine on now.
Do yours.
So, did you watch the Sonic trailer?
Yes.
Have you seen a multiple amount of memes about how shitty the character design was?
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that are saying, look, his crutch is too low.
Gorgeous too.
His eyes are too weird, his teeth are weird, and all that sort of stuff. So the people memed, the director listened. Apparently there are redesigns that are going to be done to the character model of Sonic.
Okay.
So luckily they can't do anything to Dr. Eggman.
Is that his name? I don't know much.
Yeah,
about
Dr.
Sonic.
Eggman is
Okay.
Jim Carrey's character.
Jimbo Carrey.
It's not Dr. Eggman, it's like Dr. Robotnik, but he goes by Eggman afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, so citing the fan complaints, the director of Sonic the Hedgehog says the team will be fixing the character's look for the movie's final release. So I will be looking forward to seeing a trailer for that. I saw a trailer actually yesterday, and it was the Sonic trailer but fixed, and it was just the same Sonic trailer, but every time Sonic comes up, they cut it off and then just go to the next scene. It's really funny.
Is it really that bad?
Well, look, if you look at the way Sonic's eyes are usually, how they go up in like almost a what's that? Not an equilateral triangle, like a
sort of comes up from there
like
and
that weird
comes up to-
triangle. What's that called? A right-angled triangle.
Something like that. Yeah.
With the long
Where the eyes are coming up. To
yeah,
it.
so he usually has that, and they kind of join in the center. This one is like he's got little beady eyes. So like just even a little change like that would be great, because like it's too far away from the original character. Yeah. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to do what they did with Pikachu, Detective Pikachu, and yeah, it shouldn't be that too far from that.
So let's just say they do the eyes right. They keep everything else. Would that be
I think they want to fix his legs as well. They need to make his body higher and his legs longer.
Yeah, okay. So he's
but that's the lucky thing, is that they don't have to refilm anything. They just really have to change the 3D model of the character.
Yeah, but that's where most of the money will go now. Like I don't know how far they are effects wise.
Yeah.
But they could have easily done a few shots for the trailer, made it really good, and then just kept working on the movie. So hopefully
But like
they're not too far along.
With animation, doesn't that just mean that you put the same model onto said animated line?
I think the proportions would be. I'm not an expert on animation, but I feel like if you just put a new model on it, you might have to then change the animation, because it's. I'm sure there's something there where it would, like, you put something on, it completely fucks up the.
Yeah. Well, what I've seen in like internet and everything like that of my animation, knowledge. Yeah. Essentially, you set the hinges, you set everything when you're creating the model of the character.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the rest of it is the choreography, essentially. And that's that animation part would be the hard part, the long part to do, because you're telling this to move here at this point and this, and then the rest is all lighting as well. So that's all really automated at that point. If that's all set up, all they need to do is create the new model.
Okay, well,
So it's like what they do with have you ever seen
Avatar?
have you ever seen like Star Wars characters doing weird like sexy dances and stuff like that? Like that's just moving their character model onto that animation.
Okay, well,
and then that's how a lot of memers cheat and do all that sort of stuff. But it's really funny. I saw a post of how someone would have fixed Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. Someone commented saying, this company, Sega needed this much money to develop this character, and it took some guy on Reddit overnight with $5 in his bank account to make the right character.
well, that was the same thing with when Henry Cavill was in Justice League, where
Yep.
they did it. $75 million was spent, got on a $300 computer, made it just a little bit better. And it's come up. Yeah. So it's people are very talented.
That's it. People are talented. People have time. But at the same time, I'm just glad that this, like, especially for something like a video game movie, that the director's listening and he's willing to change something.
Yeah, it's like
That's pretty fucking rare.
that's good.
Like if it's almost ready to print and send out,
Like
if it's
they
coming out in
released it
November,
September, and then
Yeah.
that'll be a little bit. But when
They've got
May
some
now,
time.
they got
Yeah.
time to do it.
So that's great. I'm glad that they're listening, and the trailer now is null and void. No, not completely null and void, but you know what I mean. Like that, it's going to be different.
Yeah, you're gonna get some people like, I like the original, but like you're always gonna.
Yeah, sure.
It'll be interesting to see what the
Yeah.
what the consensus will
Yeah,
be. But
very interesting. I love it.
very interesting.
I'm very excited about it. Even before I heard about that there was going to be a change or something like that, I was very happy that there was going to be.
Jim Barcatti.
Yeah, and Jim Carrey.
Jim
That was a
Barcatti.
freaking out of nowhere thing for me. I was like, Jim Carrey's in this? Okay.
Riddler's in this.
He's really funny. Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I liked it.
It was good.
Headline?
Yeah. In other movie news, one of our favorite films that came out a long time ago, almost 20 years ago, Chicken Run is getting a sequel called Chicken Run 2. Mel Gibson's quest for money.
Have I told you the story about how Chicken Run was made?
Probably, but let's go over it again.
Okay, just really quickly.
Mhm.
So Steven Spielberg, he owns DreamWorks.
Yeah.
Or he's got a big hand in
Big
it.
shake. Yes.
So the creators of Wallace and Gromit were invited to go on a plane with him from England to LA to talk about some future prospects and stuff like that. And they were like, "Look, do you have any ideas for we love Wallace and Gromit, we love what you do. Do you have any ideas for some movies?" And they're like, "Well, we wanted to do The Great Escape, but with chickens." And Steven Spielberg goes, "The Great Escape is my favorite movie ever, and I have a lot of chickens on my ranch." Yes.
I feel like that one is sort of just like, what's his favorite movie? Great Escape. What does he have on the farm? I don't know, fucking chickens.
No,
let's do it.
dude, it's so funny that they were just like that was like a pure coincidence. Like I was watching the documentary about him, and that's
I'm a cynic.
exactly
They
what
planned
happened.
that. I feel like that. I'm a cynic.
Say
I'm
what
a
you
cynic,
want.
but
Say what you
it's
want,
a great
man.
story.
Say what you want, but I believe in some fucking. I'm an optimist in this way,
Yep.
and I don't know. It was really good. I liked it, and I like gravy.
I like Gravy. I haven't seen it in years. I have no memory. of
I've
it.
watched it very recently. Because Finn was like, "Oh, I've seen it too recently." I'm like, "Fuck you! I'm waiting for you to sleep, and then I'm gonna put it on because I really want to watch it. I like
You're
it.
a
I
great
like
boyfriend. You really are.
it. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Sorry, I was filling to your eyes again.
I was angry because I really wanted to watch it, and sometimes you get the hankering to watch some chicken run.
Just trick around. Yeah.
I just love the way the claymation works too. Like when she has a spoon and she's scooping up the dirt, it just looks so. Everything looks edible when everything's clay. I don't know.
But you can't eat it because it makes you sick.
Oh,
Clay makes you sick.
clay makes you sick. I thought it just goes straight through you. You poop it out. It looks
Well,
exactly the
I
same
had
as it
a
goes in.
reaction to it. My poo hasn't looked the same since.
Cool. Like that's probably the greatest news I've heard, Jordan Gaspardo.
Thank you.
So thank you for that. Next up, we have another ad.
Yeah, we got an email from someone.
Yeah.
They didn't pay money, but it was more of an article. I want
Yeah.
this podcast to be more educational. So we'll hear what they have to say.
What is it? What's the headline called?
Oh,
Like
it's just
what's the subject of it?
ignorance.
Ignorance.
Mm.
Okay, that's weird. All right, let's get
So
him
play
in.
some music.
All right. That's all you get.
That's all I get.
No, not you.
Oh, the person.
The person.
Hello, my name's Michael Jackson, and Jake Abella, who's a co-host of a podcast, keeps on changing his mind about me, and I'm sick and tired of it. That's ignorant. He keeps on chick aside. That's what I love about that other guy. You know what I mean? He's a little bit rough around the edges, but he has stars in his eyes, and he keeps his word. He's on the fence. Jake, I just want a fair trial, okay? That's ignorant, okay? That's my piece on Jake being ignorant.
Okay.
Ignorance.
All right.
You ignoramus.
Wow. Thank you, Michael, for showing up. Actually, can you stick around?
Sure, baby.
Just hang out for a second because we have
You want to see my spotted dick?
We have a friend that has a show, and they'd like to interview you.
Okay.
In our latest and favorite segment, Fake Ones. Let's play them down. Wait, wrong one. No, wrong one. Hey, how's it going, everyone? From None Other Podcast, I'm Gene Stevenson. And today on Fake Ones, we have an even faker person with a faker nose, Michael Jackson.
No, Michael Jordan's the black one. It's not
Okay.
me. That's ignorant.
I believe you're black, aren't you?
Once upon a time.
Okay, sweet. So, Michael, how are you with these fake questions? You're good with these?
These are they're fake questions, but they're real answers, baby.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start from the side here, and we're going to go in the fakest question first.
Okay.
And we'll work our way to the least fake question, okay?
Okay, baby.
Sweet. So, is this your first time doing anything like this? Are you usually...
Not for a long time.
Do you answer fake questions a lot?
I was in the ether.
Okay,
which
cool.
is like the world between the two worlds.
Okay.
And for some reason, I've been stuck.
All right, so what would be your favorite sort of music?
Oh, anything really. Like, I don't listen to my own stuff, but I've created a lot of it.
Okay. Did you touch kids?
Sorry?
Did you touch kids?
In their hearts, yes.
Okay, all right, very good. Thought I could get you there, but
I
that's
touched
very
their
good.
futures.
You're doing great.
I molded them. Their futures were in my hand, and I was caressing it like that, and repositioning it until I made it look
Wait, what's
beautiful.
that? What were you shaping just then? That seemed
We're
to be
on
a really...
radio, so it doesn't translate well.
Okay, let's go and move on to this question over here. If you got $1 million right now, and you had to spend it really quickly, what would you do?
Treehouse.
Okay, and did you touch kids?
I touched their past.
Okay, you
I pushed
paused for
them
2
away
seconds.
from
What
the
were you
past.
thinking about?
I was thinking about what to say next, baby.
Baby. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next fake question over here. Look at this fake
Jakey.
question. So you have some giraffes. Is that correct?
Not anymore.
Okay, what happened to your giraffes?
Ever since I died,
Okay, did you touch
I
kids?
haven't been able to afford to pay the food for them.
Did you touch kids?
I don't let the kids ride the giraffes.
Did you touch kids?
No,
Okay. Oh, didn't get him there.
but
Okay.
the giraffes, because you can't ride them because the kids need to wrap their arms around some, but their arms are a little too small for their giant necks. So I got an arm extender for some of them. Be like, yeah.
Okay. Great. Michael, you're doing great.
That's great.
This is like we're at the halfway point now. So how are you feeling about these
It's
questions?
good.
at
It's
the moment?
like once I went to a show and they were like hot wings, and I'm like, this isn't too bad, and this is sort of in the middle.
And this last one is
I can't do it because it makes my poopy burn.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. So this one right here, Michael Jackson. What is your favorite video game?
Street Fighter.
Okay, and did you touch any kids?
I only pressed the buttons on their controller when they couldn't press X to fight.
Okay, yeah. What was the main reason of creating Neverland Ranch?
Because I love the story of Peter Pan and there's the Lost Boys, and I was a lost boy, and I didn't touch any kids.
I didn't ask.
I just feel like it was coming up.
Okay, well that's
When you're in the
that
ether,
covers my next
when
question.
you're in the ether between the two worlds, you sort of develop a sixth sense.
Okay, what was your sixth sense?
Getting away with stuff.
What is it? What are you getting away with, Michael?
Ignorance.
Oh, okay, you're getting away with ignorance.
I'm trying to rid the world of ignorance.
Okay, Michael. So what is your current relationship with Wade Robinson?
I liked him in Deadpool. Oh, that's Wade Wilson. Sorry. I get confused sometimes because I was in between the world, the ether, between the two worlds.
Okay, what are you doing right now?
I'm talking to someone who's digging.
Okay, Michael. This
What's
is
your
our
name again?
Gene Stevenson.
Gene Stevens trying to dig. Oh,
Whoa, that was good. Did you do Billy
he's
Jean?
just a boy trying to dig up my dirt, trying to dig up my world of touching kids. Dark web.
All right. So we're gonna. This is
That song was copyrighted.
This is the final dab here, and this is the fakest question we could get. So in court, you pleaded not guilty for 47 charges against you.
48.
48 what?
Oh well, sorry. One was never brought into court. Baby.
Okay. Well, now that you have nothing to live for, and
Because I'm in the ether. The
you're in
world
the ether,
between
yeah.
worlds.
So tell me, would you change your mind on any of those accounts?
You know what? I was thinking about it deep and hard, and I thought 48 charges, which I did not do. I'd probably do them.
Really?
Fuck it. I'm in the ether.
You do it now.
The world between worlds. I'm not going to go to heaven.
So
either
you're
way.
enlightened. You think you're in the world between worlds. You have the world is your oyster right now. You've come onto our show and you've said that you would have done it now.
You'll never know now.
All right. I'm gonna just do a few word association things now, and you're just gonna tell me the first thing that's in your
my
mind.
energy is running very
Okay,
weak because
okay.
I'm in the ether.
I
the
need you
world
to stay
between
here
worlds.
for me, okay? Priscilla.
I need to feed off
Priscilla
your energy.
Presley.
When you put my hand
Wait,
on
what's
your
her
knee.
name?
Priscilla Presley.
Yeah.
Elvis's daughter. No, Elvis's daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, little Elvis.
Yeah.
That's what I used to call my pee-pee.
Okay. Wow. It's weird that you married Elvis's daughter, and
Oh, no, I didn't touch her.
you didn't touch her.
No, baby.
What?
The turkey baster did all the work, baby.
Okay. Wow.
'Cause my penis looks like one of those brown cows. Little white spots everywhere.
Circumcision.
Yes.
What about it?
It's it's just because the Israelites did it, and all the Jews people do it, and that's ignorant.
When you were Jehovah's Witness?
I don't know anymore because I'm in the ether, and
What is the right religion?
Scientology?
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't ask it like a question. Say it.
Scientology,
Okay. So you're just in the ether now. You're like
I'm in the
you're
ether.
trying to find that body to absorb
Tell
into.
you why I'm in the ether?
Why?
Because a lot of babies that pass away haven't done anything bad and haven't done anything wrong. So that one is just, it's where I like to live. There's all little babies flying past me.
All right, Michael. Thank you so much for your time.
I may have done it, but you can't prove it. Oh, I'm going back to the ether.
So at this point of our podcast, I'd like to just instate that there is the Fifth Amendment in America, and I think Michael broke it. He has incriminated himself on multiple accounts here. Please don't take his word for it. He knows he's on a comedy show.
He's trying to take something. Oh.
Look, we don't want to incriminate Michael anymore. We're gonna have to send him back to where he came from.
I think with the whole, I think he did it. Just that interview, I think he did it.
I think he really wants to do it now.
Yeah.
You know when you're like, you tell your kid not to touch something and you say it really angrily and they're like, well, fuck you, I want to touch it now. And then they burn their hand and they have to like put their hand in iced water for the whole night because they burnt their hand.
Thank God I'm going to hell, so I don't have to pass that fucking world between worlds.
Well, is there a hell in Scientology?
Yeah, it's called David's, whatever his name's, garage. He keeps his wife.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. Thanks, Michael, for coming wherever you are.
In the ether.
I guess the ether. I guess the ether's a little boy's butt. Sorry, that's a bad joke.
Pick a side, you ignorant. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't want a weird white woman following me around. He's gonna haunt my dreams. I'm gonna wake up and
the
just be
whole
like,
time it was Janet Jackson. Hey, wasn't there a thing back in the 80s or 90s where people thought Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson were the same person, and that was the thing?
I don't know. Like, who's that scary? I remember like my grandmother always had these like magazines. It was like Michael Jackson. I'm like, who's that?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson. Fuck off.
I remember, and I'm not sure if my mum ever remembers this, but I was trying. So in my mind, I looked at White Michael, and thought he looked Italian to me. like because of everything, the white skin and the dark curly hair sort of thing, but like not like an afro, but he had that like loose locks,
Wig.
like it looked like a wig. Yeah,
It's a wig, isn't it?
No, it wasn't a wig.
It's a wig.
No, it wasn't.
His
Dude.
hair got burnt
Okay,
off.
yeah, but it didn't get all burnt off. Like it burnt down a bit. Anyway, not gonna start on that one. But I was like trying to bait to being like, oh, yeah, he's Italian. Oh, that's cool, mum, to know. So I asked my mum like, what is he? Like, what's his background? And she was just like, he's American. And I'm like, yeah, but American how? Like, you know what I mean? Like he kind of has that Elvis vibe, like the dark hair, white skin, like all that sort of feature. So I'm like it's not American. There's something else that you can't just be American. And I knew that then. I was like, Mom, but what is he? And I remember asking like 3 times. She's just like, American, like
Black. He's black. Okay.
well, like I don't know why, but I saw him as a kid and I saw he was black and I knew that. But for some reason, I thought I didn't even think about it. And Michael then was just like, I was just like, why does he look that way? And I'm like, it must be a nationality thing. But my mom was just being like the nicest person to Michael, just going, he's American.
I love it how the birds and the bees talk isn't as awkward as that conversation. What Michael Jackson's race is.
No, I didn't need the birds and the bees talk. I grew up with my my whole family. The first thing they would say is, "You got hair on your nuts yet?"
Well, no, I was a very smart kid. I'm like, this gets hard, so it has to be something I can push in. That's all I need to know.
Okay.
Living that line ever since.
Wow.
If it's hard, go home. If it's, I'm not going to finish that joke. That's where I'm turning this podcast off.
I didn't think we'd do the birds and bees on the 14th episode.
Damn it! I was going to do it on the 2nd. But yeah.
Perfect. So that is bringing us to the end of this podcast. We're going to roll into recommendation station.
The bike you stole?
Fuck you, man. All right, let's play the Bikey Boys first. You left your bike out and you don't know where it is now.
Bikey boys. Bikey boys.
It's the Bikey Boys.
Bikey boys. We're gonna steal your bike right before it goes.
If you don't have a lock on your bike, you're gonna get it stolen.
Bikey boys.
Especially by this guy named Jake and Jordan.
Jordan's not an accomplice.
Jordan's an accomplice now.
No, he isn't.
He helped me sell my other bike.
Did he now?
We spent an afternoon cleaning it up and now it's gonna be broken. Cause we didn't really tighten the screws the best. It is really, really shitty made and it's gonna crash now. I'm probably gonna have some sort of lawsuit on my doorstep. Lucky I gave the person a fake address and guess what? They're not gonna be able to find me. I just told them to come out to the front of my road and I walked the bike and she said, here's the money, don't talk to me.
Goodbye.
She was a short little lesbian chick. She had a Scottish accent and she looked kinda thick. She said she knew how to ride a bike and I said, okay, then prove it. She just took it and crashed it straight in front of me.
Take some bikes.
She doesn't even have my number. I deleted our conversations on Gumtree. And guess what? She's never gonna be able to find me. Yeah. We're the Bikey boy.
Bikey boy.
We're the Bikey boy.
We're wasting time.
Well, I'm proud of that one. We should actually put that on iTunes for like $1.50 or something like that.
$1.50?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson only 99
We're
cents.
the Bikey boys.
Bikey boy.
You felt it.
I did. I felt it ever since we
Did I
Did
chuck a Michael there? Did I incriminate myself just then?
Did you?
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I was too busy staring at your beautiful
So,
eyes.
recommendation station, Jordan. What do you have?
I have nothing really because you threw me on the bus with Gotham, so that was my recommendation.
You were going to recommend Gotham again?
Yeah.
You can't recommend something you've already recommended.
I got nothing.
Jordan!
No recommendation.
Jordan! You've done something this week. Let's fucking think about it. What are you watching?
All right. Okay. All right.
Go.
You got me.
No, stop. I'm so upset with you right now. There's like maybe a handful of things you need to come with. Like, fucking, I can forgive you for not having a news report because that's fine. Sometimes it's fucking boring. But I know you're a consumer. I know you consume things, Jordan.
Let me just say one thing, right? Thank you for springing my trap. I had this all planned out. I'm just trying to make some comedy here.
What, your comedy is to say no?
And to get you riled up.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go. You riled up?
Yeah,
Got your
I got
release?
riled.
Cool,
I'm
thanks.
boiling. My blood is boiling.
All right, cool. Just keep it after the podcast. Leave the mics on if you want. And put the window closed so it's hot and sweaty.
I know. Keep going.
All right.
What is it,
Chris
Jordan?
Lilly's new show, Lunatics.
Okay.
When I first watched the episode, I hated it, and then I went back to watch one of his good ones, Summer Heights High. Then I watched a lot
His
of the rest.
good ones,
Good
Summer
one.
Heights
Summer
High.
Heights High.
None of that is good.
I liked
It's
it.
all trash.
I like it.
I hated the people that would always sing, "She's a naughty girl with a bad habit for drugs."
Just say Gianluca. Just say Gianluca.
Dude, I fucking hated it. Everyone fucking had a hard one for this fucking song, and this whole EE ecstasy thing. So fucking stupid. I just
Three
hated
talents, 1,
everything
2,
about it.
3.
And this is why I didn't give Lunatics the time of day, because as much as there might be some fucking gold in there somewhere, I don't want to have to bring myself to seeing like all these weird Australian people that love it just because it's Australian.
Yeah, I get that, but
I don't know.
It's good. And then I watched it. I watched it again.
Who's your favorite character from Summer Heights High?
You already know that.
Who is it?
I'm not gonna say. Jordan from Tonga.
There we go. Racist. Racist.
Mr. G.
Sexist. Oh, whatever it is. What's it
Homophobic,
called?
isn't
Oh, you're sure homophobic. Is he gay? Is he even gay
It's
in
never
that?
mentioned.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
It's never mentioned if he's gay or not.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what they do kind of with that objectophilia guy. He kind of has that gay tendencies, but, like, he's not. He's got a wife
his
and he's...
object therapy is just like pretty much gay therapy.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, give it a go if you like Chris Lilly. Jake obviously is not going to do this.
No, it's not that I don't like it. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, how do you recommend it? Like, from the deep down side of you that, like, you want to create something in your life where you want to make people laugh. And you look at Chris Lilly and you go, that's what I'm going to be pushed into the same area of. Being Australian and being some sort of creator in some way of something that makes people laugh.
Okay.
You're going to be pushed into that. Fun fact, I know a guy that used to run the Comedy Store out in the Fox Studios. And he had Chris Lilly on, and he was booked for 2 nights to do the headlining set of it.
Yeah.
The first night he come, it was like, that's 30 minutes. So the first night he comes, he does like 3 characters, and he bombs hard. Everyone's like, what the fuck is this shit? The next night he comes for 5 minutes.
Really?
That's all he does.
Fuck. How long ago was this?
It was before Summer Heights High, and he was doing the characters from Summer Heights High.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
And it bombed so hard that they were just like, yeah, he does not convert to, and like all these characters that no one knows about as well yet.
Yeah, like I don't see him like I see him just on like a show type thing. He's not like Barry Humphries where he can be Liz Patterson, Dame Edna. Like,
and he didn't even ask for pay. Like Chris Lee, he just wanted to do it for
exposure. Good thing social media wasn't rampant back then.
Yeah.
So there you go. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But look, it has some moments in that show. Watch it if you like Chris Lilly. Give it a go. Support local comedy.
Local.
I just saw your fucking eyes.
Local comedy.
Local comedy.
What part of it being filmed in South Africa is local?
That's not South Africa.
They went to South Africa.
Nah, because there's scenes where they're driving in the car, and I'm like,
South Africa looks a lot like Sydney.
Yeah, but it's all gated communities. This is like lush field.
It's not all gated.
It's all
communities.
gated communities.
No, you're fucking liar.
If you're middle class or rich, it's gated communities.
No, it isn't. Look up
It
fucking
is.
Johannesburg. You don't know what you're talking about.
It is.
You're looking at it from the fucking skewed perspective of. I've never watched it. District 9 or whatever.
No, I think that's gay communities. Fight me, South Africa. Do it.
Fuck, World War II coming up.
I think you're missing a world war.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the only person who watches a World War II documentary, and as it gets to the end, he's like, fuck. I always forget.
Okay, and as far as mine goes, my recommendation would be I Think You Should Leave by Tim Robinson.
Yeah?
I think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson. It's produced by the Lonely Island guys, and it's a sketch show on Netflix.
Okay.
So most people will be able to watch it, which is great. Same thing with Lunatics. It's right next to it. But if Lunatics gets more publicity than this show, then there's no fucking justice in the world.
Yeah, Lunatic's getting ripped apart, so...
Good.
Yeah, so there you go.
I mean, Chris Lilly's, like, gonna be ready for people ripping him apart with his racist everything. But this guy, hilarious, plays his characters really well, and they're always, like, super... what's the best way I could describe his characters? They're kind of like super defensive all the time.
Okay.
So like he's really what's the word I'm looking for here?
Hyper realistic.
No, he's like so he's like defensive all the time. He's got this like anxiety about like oh shit, like I have to push something to the limit. Like there's this one thing where he's late to a party, he makes up this lie about it, and then he just elaborates so hard on the lie that it makes it just terrible. And so this guy's calling him out for his lie, and he's like, then he spends the whole time trying to embarrass that guy at the party to prove that he's like being an idiot. And so like he gets to the party and he's halfway through and he goes, look, you know that lie we made up? I'm in deep. Now I have to make Barry embarrassed. And someone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so like Barry's getting some dip, and then he walks over to Barry and just dips his hand in the dip. He's like, Barry dipped his hand in the dip. It's like to everyone's like, okay, whatever. And he's just trying to embarrass him the whole time. It's really funny. And there's this really funny one that I think I'll tell right now.
I want to watch this.
No. It's just another sketch. It's so the sketch starts with a car crashing into a storefront, and it's like of all suits and stuff like that. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Did anyone see what it, like, you know, who it was and all that sort of stuff?" Yeah. And it's this crashed car that's in the middle of the like, you know, halfway through the door, and it's a big hot dog car. Like it's a car with all these hot dog details, and they're like, who was driving it? There's no one in the front seat or anything like that, and they're like, yeah, who was driving it? Yeah, who's that asshole? And then one guy's like, yeah, who the hell would drive it? And he's in a hot dog costume, and it's the main character from the show, and they're like, as soon as they see him, they're like, you're dressed exactly like a hot dog, and he's like, me? No, I'm not. This guy is. And it's this guy wearing a suit, and the suit is like a brown jacket with a red shirt and a mustard yellow tie. And the guy goes, oh. It's just amazing.
I'd recommend that.
How you even come up with that shit is so funny. And it isn't being racist to anyone and offending anyone. So it's just a goofy, great little stories and stuff like that.
I like that.
Yep. So, as we like to do at the end of our show, we like to, no, not that one. No. Yeah, none of those are outros. What, the last one? No. This one?
The second one.
This one?
Dear Diary. I just wrote the intro. I didn't write the punchline.
Okay. That's
Love,
the
J.J. Abrams.
I think can we call that the episode of the day? I just wrote the intro. I didn't write the punchline. No, we'll call it I didn't write the punchline. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks everyone for watching. Jordan across from me. He is on Instagram at allbrandstark. And I am on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Grindr. Wait, no, shit. Why do you write that down every time? Shit.
You see, I wrote the punchline that time.
I am Mr. J himself. That's MRJHIMSELF. Email us in at napodpod@gmail.com. And also, leave us a review. We want to know who you are, and we want to be able to cater to y'all.
Cater to your needs.
Yeah, definitely.
If you got a party that needs catering, we'll flip the bill.
Yep. And email us in with any recommendations for things you watch. Another shout out is Anthony Jeselnik's Fire in the Maternity Ward. Definitely go watch that because that is genius, and I watched it when it was in Sydney. Amazing show. Okay. It kicks Thoughts and Prayers out of the fucking field. It's just as good. It's almost the best thing I've ever made. So
you've ever made?
Ever made.
I thought you said I've never.
It's
ever
made like that. It's just so beautiful and brilliant, just like him, snappy and amazing. For those intellectuals out there. Anything else to plug, Jordan?
No, just waiting for you to press the red button so we can ravage each other.
Okay, cool.
Sexually.
Thank you, everyone, and have a good rest of your something.
Bong bong.